Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to try something different. As you can see on the bottom of the screen there, it's my top favorite. So this is pretty much going to be a new series. Let's see how this goes. And today's top favorite is going to be my favorite movies, and I'll be rating them too. So let's get started with number 10. Number 10, Back to the Future, 1985, starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd and Emma Thompson. I think this movie is a pretty good movie. Seen it a million times. I've seen all of them, but especially this one. Grew up on this movie, rented it from Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, anywhere I could find the movie, and if it's on TV, I'll watch it. But like I said, I've seen it a million times. It's one of my favorites. They just recently celebrated their 40th anniversary last year. Pretty good movie. My rating on this movie is 9.5. Number 9, Rain Man, 1988, starring Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman. In a lot of ways I can relate to this movie. It's about a disabled person, played by Dustin Hoffman, Raymond. He sees the world differently, and he can talk like a million miles a second. And he memorizes pretty much everything, from how many toothpicks are in a container at a restaurant to watching Jeopardy and getting all the answers right. I used to have this movie on VHS. I used to have a lot of movies on VHS, but this one in particular. People at work call me the Rain Man of music, because I pretty much know a lot about music. That'll be on a future episode. But if I were to rate this movie, 10. I'd give this movie a 10. Number 8, Child's Play franchise, 1988 to 2025. On this one, I'm going to rate every Child's Play instead of talking about it a little bit. The Child's Play 1 is probably the most popular one, and by far it's probably everybody's favorite that introduced Chucky to the world. The doll is based off of a 1980s doll called My Buddy, with the same kind of overalls and the same striped shirt. I don't remember if My Buddy had red hair, but I think it was brown. Grew up watching this movie. I first started watching Child's Play when I was, oh gosh, I was probably like about 4 or 5 when I saw this movie. Scared the hell out of me. Couldn't sleep for the longest time because I thought that doll was alive and in my room. About 35, 40 years later, I have a collection of Chucky. Number 2 is probably my favorite out of the whole franchise. There's something about Child's Play 2 that I like. Chucky talks more in that one for one. A lot of people say I was in that movie when I was younger, but that is not true at all. I was never in that movie, Child's Play 2. People thought I was, though, for some reason. And number 3, Child's Play 3, when he goes to the military. I like that movie, but they could have used a different plot line for that movie, to be honest. I mean, it was good. None of the original actors were in it except for Brad Dourif, which is the voice of Chucky for people that don't know. And he still does Chucky's voice as of today. He's retired from acting, but he does Chucky. So let's rate these movies now. Number 1 is an 8.5. Number 2 is a 10, for sure. Number 3, Child's Play 3, I'd have to rate that about a 7. Number 7, The Crow, 1994, starring Brandon Lee. The Crow, how could I explain this? I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a good movie. Brandon Lee is the son of martial artist Bruce Lee, for people that don't know. They are buried together. The Crow is probably one of my favorite science fiction, action, / horror movies, I guess you could say. Not much I could say about this one because I haven't seen it in a long time, but I just remember it being good. They made a couple other ones prior to the first one, but they weren't that good. And then they have remade The Crow, I think last year or the year before. If I were to rate this movie, and I will rate it, I'll rate this movie about an 8. Number 6, The Terminator, 1984. Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton. The Terminator. I think it's by far the greatest movie I've ever seen. Science fiction wise. I've seen all of them, more than once. But I gotta say, besides The Terminator, I think out of all the Terminator movies, I think Judgment Day is my favorite one. Yeah, Judgment Day is my favorite Terminator movie. This one is just an introduction to Terminator and what he can do. He's a robot made from Skynet, a fictional place. Well, obviously. Who comes to save Linda Hamilton, aka Sarah Connor, from a psychic ward. And along the way, he had to protect her and everything. Great movie. I would watch it again 25, 30 times over, which I might in the future. This movie is gonna get a rating of 10. Because it's one of my favorite science fiction movies franchise. Before I get into the top 5, here's some honorable mentions, like Home Alone, Gremlins, Face Off, Demolition Man, When Harry Met Sally, Rock and Roll High School, Sum of All Fears, Air Force One, and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Number 5, Problem Child, starring John Ritter, Amy Yasmak, Michael Oliver, Michael Richards, and Gilbert Gottfried. Problem Child is a 1990 movie by Universal Pictures. Probably one of my favorite movies of all time. There's a lot of them that I've mentioned that are my favorite movies, but this is up there. It's about a couple that adopt a boy, and then when they adopt them, all hell breaks loose. Guy's problems from day one. My favorite movie growing up, comedy-wise. There's a lot of comedy movies I don't watch, but Problem Child is one of them that I do watch. I've seen Problem Child 2, that one's pretty good. And Problem Child 2, my favorite part of that movie is when they go on the crazy dance. The little amusement park ride. And then there's barf all over the place. Classic scene. Problem Child, I'm gonna rate a 9, and Problem Child 2, I'm gonna rate also a 9. Number 4, Forrest Gump, 1994. I think life is always like a box of chocolate. This movie stars Tom Hanks, Robin Wright Penn, Sally Field, Forrest Gump is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's a memorable movie for all of us in the world. I think we've all seen Forrest Gump at least 10 times or more. I used to have the VHS, and I would watch this movie over and over and over and over and over again. And Run, Forrest, Run. Yeah, that's a classic line in any movie. And life is like a box of chocolate. I don't know how I could sit on that bench the whole movie talking about his life and Jenny and let's seal it down. Or he could just go down the street and Jenny lived in an apartment down the street. I get off track, but it is definitely my favorite movie. Rented it from Blockbuster, liked it, then we bought the movie, got robbed, they took the movie, we got another copy of it on VHS. This is back when VHS was a thing. Forrest Gump is gonna be a 10 for me. I like this movie. I always will like this movie. Till the day I die. Number 3, Go, 1990. Starring Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, Tony Gowan, and Whoopi Goldberg. I'm not gonna really say anything about this movie because this movie is just a freaking classic. From the beginning to end, yeah, this movie is just, I don't know, this movie is something. My favorite part of the movie, and it's a classic thing till this day, is the melting pot scene with Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze, and then they're singing Enchanted Melody. Well, they're playing Enchanted Melody by the Righteous Brothers. This movie is just gonna be a 10 for me. Number 2, Grease, 1978, starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. Like the last one, I ain't saying anything bad about this movie. This movie's a classic. I know this movie by heart. I've seen this movie countless of times. I know the movie by heart, so I don't even need to watch it. And I used to have the VHS. I wish I still had the VHS, but I have the DVD now, and then the Blu-ray. I had the little Hot Wheel car, the Grease Lightning, the before and after. I got pop figures of Danny and Sandy, both kinds, cool, and then the carnival. If I would have rated this movie any higher than a 10, it would definitely be up there, but since I'm going to rate this movie a 10. Grease was sung by Frankie Valli. This movie was produced by Barry Gibb. And the music was produced by Barry Gibb also, from the Bee Gees. A lot of people don't know that, but the more you know. But Grease is and always will be my favorite movie. And it just celebrated its 45th anniversary this year. And my favorite character in the movie is Danny Zuko. And number 1, The Wizard of Oz. 1939, starring Judy Garland, Margaret Hamilton, Billy Burke, The Munchkin. This movie's a freaking 10, all the way. I like The Wizard of Oz. I still haven't seen Wicked. I definitely grew up watching this movie. If only if I had time and we can do it all over again, we would. But now it's on streaming and stuff like that. It's wonderful. Before I end the movie, before I end the video, I should say, please consider liking and subscribing if you're brand new to the channel. This is hopefully one of many episodes of my top favorites I'll do. This is only episode number 1. The next episode will be my top favorite music. Thanks for watching all the content through the last 2 years I've been doing YouTube, and I will plan to do more. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. I will do this series Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I hope to see you next Wednesday. Have a good night.